Thank you.
As dawn breaks over the golden savanna, African wild dogs emerge from the shadows, nature's silent strategists preparing for another day of survival. In a quiet corner under a tree, a pup yawns. One nudge at a time, the African wild dogs awaken, a family rising together. They are not just leaders, they are guardians, the alpha pair of the African wild dogs, commanding with grace, not force. Licks and playful nips, every touch among the African wild dogs strengthens the bonds of blood and trust. With noses to the earth, the African wild dogs read the land like a living map. Every scent a story, every step a purpose. A drop of scent becomes a message passed in silence. The African wild dogs speak in the language of instinct. A growl, a twitch, a glance. The African wild dogs are synced. The hunt is not just survival, it's choreography. Gazelle leaps, but strategy outpaces speed. The African wild dogs move like one, fast, fluid, fearsome. Not every chase ends in triumph. The African wild dogs retreat not in defeat, but to rethink, re-strategize, return. While the young play, one watchful adult stands guard. In the world of African wild dogs, every life is protected. Even predators need peace. Beneath the trees, the African wild dogs dream of running, of family, of tomorrow. No words, no noise, just unity. The African wild dogs walk like whispers through the grass. Each one knows their place. Timing is instinct. For the African wild dogs, the ambush is an art. In seconds, chaos becomes control. African wild dogs strike with purpose, not for sport, but survival. They feast as a family. First the young, then the wounded. In African wild dogs, kindness runs deeper than hunger. Laughter exists even in the wild, if you know where to listen. Among African wild dog pups, joy is contagious. One howl pierces the night, a voice seeking its echo. In African wild dogs, even silence is shared. Eyes like sentries, ears like radar. The African wild dogs watch while others rest, a promise of safety in the dark. They never leave one behind. A missing African wild dog returns, welcomed with leaps, licks, love. Every game, a lesson. Every bite, a future hunt rehearsed. African wild dog pups learn through play. Water divides nothing. The African wild dogs paddle together, brave, unshaken. Strength is knowing when not to fight. African wild dogs choose survival over pride. A distant growl, and just like that, the African wild dogs vanish. Silence is their second skin. He is weak, but not alone. The African wild dogs surround him with healing and heart. Rain doesn't dampen spirits, it ignites them. African wild dog pups splash like the wild is theirs. Hunger stretches patience, but the African wild dogs walk together. Together is how they survive. Failure teaches faster than victory. The young African wild dog stumbles, but his alpha nudges hope. The sun bows to their brilliance. African wild dogs rest in unity, shadows blending into dusk. Painted by nature, driven by unity, feared, admired, misunderstood. African wild dog, a masterpiece in motion.